one of the phrases I use is, you know, spirituality, true spirituality, comes with a spine. Because true spirituality knows that it's all that is, has been, and ever can be. And no matter what happens here in this brief experience called human, it will always be all that is, has been, and ever can be. So therefore, the consequences of doing what you know to be right cease to be part of the conversation. Because whatever happens to you for doing what you know to be right, you are still all that is, has been, and ever can be. And this is just a brief, not that much experience called human. And what it means is these people that work, because they have no power except the power we give to them, they have to intimidate us into giving them our power. When you're not intimidated by them, I think they're a bunch of prats. You know, I mean, oh dear. Brain cell activity. Anyway, because you're not intimidated by them, they have no power over you. Just think about it. Anyone just think about it. Why do you do things that authority tells you? For one of two reasons. You're group number one, you do it because you unquestionably do whatever authority tells you. But number two, a massive group, that group needs to move over here to the real renegade group. But this group does it because it's intimidated, because it's frightened of not doing it. So enormous numbers of people obey authority because they're frightened of not doing it, because they're thinking consequences. When you get into this reevaluation of your self-identity, I am consciousness having a brief experience called human, and what happens in this brief experience happens, but I'm all that is, has been, and ever can be, infinitely exploring forever, no matter what happens here. The intimidation's gone. Right. We'll kill you. Do it. God, I'm still not obeying you. Do it. But what you find is when you get into this space of awareness, expanded awareness, and self-identity awareness, true self-identity awareness, the consequences don't happen in the same way.
But it's so hard to get normal people there, David.
I know, but we need to get there, though.
Because of the programming.
Yeah, see, this is the point. People in this expanded state of awareness, and it's not Buddha sitting under a tree, it's everybody. I don't care what you do and how powerless you think you are all that is, has been, and ever can be having an experience. Your sense of powerlessness is your programmed perception of your human experience. It's not who you are. But if you are trying to, you know this, if you know that if people go into this expanded state of awareness, game, set, and match, it's over, which it would be, not least because the intimidation's gone, then if you're going to control billions of people, like I say, you've got to do it perceptually, but you've got to hold them in a sense of human self-identity. You've got to get them to perceive themselves, their I, as the label, the 5 sense label. Because once you identify with the labels of a human life, what are you immediately identifying with? Limitation. I can't. It's not possible. I have no power. So the whole of the system is set up to get people to self-identify with the labels of a human life. And if you notice this, as this process goes on of going towards this end game, they are working to subdivide the previous labels into smaller and smaller labels of what? Self-identity. So you now have LGBTQ and on it goes. You want to see some of the letters that some universities in America use? You know, which one are you? Well, none of them actually, or actually all of them, right? So what is that doing? That's taking the old labels human labels to identify with limitation, and I can't, and it's not possible, and I have no power. And it's subdividing them. So now, so many people, and a lot of young people, nothing like all, mind, self-identify the I, not with all that is, has been, and ever can be, having a brief human experience, but with their chosen sexuality. Who are you? I'm my sexuality. No, you're not. That's your experience. Do you think you're going to be that sexuality when you leave the body? That sexuality relates to the body. It's a human experience. Enjoy it if you like. What your sexuality is, I couldn't care less, so long as you don't impose it on anyone else. But that's not who you are. Your race, it's not who you are. What is your race? Well, it's my body. Yes. So when you leave the body at the end of this life, you're not going to be that race anymore, are you? The race you identify with is the human body race. It's a vehicle. It's an experience. It's not you.